2, 3, shoot!
Floyd Bledsoe is starting over. He's been out of prison for 3 years. He now has a beautiful family. But life after 16 years behind bars isn't easy. The state of Kansas has a new compensation bill to help those wrongfully convicted. It means money, about $1 million in Bledsoe's case, education, and health care.
It is law.
Bledsoe was there when then-Governor Collier signed it into law. They shook hands inside a church. KCTV5 did a report and took these photos.
And when they passed this bill, I was like, you know what? Things are moving forward. Things are going to get better. Things are going to get easier.
But what he thought was a done deal is now a question mark. The state of Kansas has not granted his compensation request. Bledsoe officially sent it in July. The Attorney General's office is now evaluating the merits of his claim.
It's like being on trial all over again.
7 months have rolled by.
It drains you. You know, in some aspects, you start losing your faith in humanity, your faith in people wanting to right wrongs.
Bledsoe's legal team is frustrated.
So this is a clear case to you?
Absolutely a clear case of actual innocence.
So what is the holdup?
I'm not sure what the holdup is.
It's like somebody hit a reverse button and I'm clear back in 1999.
Almost 20 years ago, Floyd's sister-in-law, 14-year-old Camille Arfman, was raped and murdered.
It feels like maybe in a way that I've lost a daughter, more than just a sister-in-law, I guess is the way you'd put it.
Her body was found under a pile of trash. Floyd Bledsoe's brother Tom admitted to the crime, but later changed his story and pinned it on his own brother, Floyd. A jury believed that lie, and Floyd was sentenced to life. Floyd Bledsoe was represented by the Midwest Innocence Project, along with the KU Law Project for Innocence. DNA tests later linked Tom to the crime scene.
Once we went back in with the DNA evidence, his brother then confessed again, and he confessed in writing, in a suicide note, and provided details for law enforcement to go out and do further investigation to prove that what he was saying was true. And that happened.
Tom left behind this suicide note. I sent an innocent man to prison. The Jefferson County Police and County Attorney Jim Vanderbilt made me do it. I was told by Vanderbilt to keep my mouth shut. Now I'm going to set things right. Tom killed himself in this parking lot. 1 month later, a judge dropped the charges against Floyd Bledsoe after he had already spent 16 years in prison.
I'm just glad this stays here.
What's the first thing you want to do?
Get out of a corner.
We got 3 people here that were sitting in the same penitentiary for crimes they didn't commit. 3 different cases, 3 different men, 23, 16, 17.
Floyd's battle to start over has been the focus of a KCTV5 investigative special, where Bledsoe and others shared how wrongful incarcerations destroyed some of the best years of their lives.
There's stuff that'll never come back. You know, there's stuff that you'll never be able to do. You know, now my kids are like grown adults. They have their own lives. You know, they don't call me Dad. They call me Floyd. They call another man Dad.
Bledsoe says the Kansas Attorney General's holdup in his case is insulting and simply wrong.
And now I'm waiting on the court system to do the right thing. And it's the most draining, the most tiring thing ever, is that waiting game yet again.
We reached out to the Kansas Attorney General's office for comment, but they declined, saying they don't comment on pending litigation. Bledsoe's team promises they'll head to court if they have to prove Bledsoe's innocence once again. Bledsoe tells us he's sick of courtrooms and he would like for all of this to end. Angie Riccono, KCTV5 News.